So we got a pretty tough SAT problem we're going to talk about here today. This is from SAT practice test number 6, the first math module, problem 26. And it says the table shows three values of x and their corresponding values of g of x. G of x is defined here, so it's equal to f of x over x plus 3. They tell us f of x is a linear function. If you don't key in on that, you're not really going to have any success with this. What is the y-intercept of the graph of f of x? Now, if you recognize that f is a linear function, f has to be able to be expressed as mx plus b, y equals mx plus b. So my thought here is, can I find a way to determine my linear equation for f of x in mx, y equals mx plus b form, slope-intercept form? So I thought, well, they tell me that at the x value of negative 27, the value of g of x is 3. So if I take the way g of x is defined and I put negative 27 in place of all of the x's, right? Put negative 27 in place of this x, put negative 27 in place of this x, put negative 27 in place of this x, you end up getting what I have right here. Now, I know what the value of g of negative 27 is. They tell me that in the table. G of negative 27 is 3. So I replace g of negative 27 with the value from the table. Simplifying that denominator is going to give me a negative 24. And what that allowed me to determine is that the value of f at negative 27 is negative 72. I just multiplied the left side of the equation by negative 24 to isolate f of negative 27. That tells me an ordered pair that has to be on f. If I know two ordered pairs on f, I can figure out what the slope of that linear function is, and I can figure out what the y-intercept of it is. So I did another round of a similar calculation, but with negative 9 this time. I could have used 21. I just chose to use the first two lines in the table rather than the third, but I could have used any combination of two of them. So I put negative 9 in place of all the x's. They tell me that g of negative 9 is 0. So I replace g of negative 9 with 0. This denominator simplifies to negative 6. Multiply the 0 by negative 6, it stays a 0, but that does isolate f of negative 9. That tells me that when x is negative 9, the y value on f is 0. I now know two ordered pairs on f of x. I can now do a slope calculation, so I did the change in y, negative 72 minus 0, divided by the corresponding change in x, negative 27 minus negative 9. That got me to this, which gave me a slope of 4. What I then did is I then built a point slope equation, point slope form equation. So I did y minus, I like this ordered pair a little bit better, so I used this ordered pair to establish my linear equation. So y minus the y coordinate from this ordered pair equals the slope m that we just found times x minus the x coordinate from that ordered pair. Now, if you recognize that this is x plus 9 in this set of parentheses, you can distribute 4 into that set of parentheses and get y equals 4x plus 36. This is f of x. We're asked to find the y-intercept. The y-intercept is right here. 0, 36 is going to be the y-intercept of f of x.